martial arts. He's a dangerous man, too wild life.
Why are you so hell-bent on destroying our lives? I am doing what I have to do for my husband, Mrs. Westhaven. The question is, what are you willing to do for yours?
Your Honor, there's something you need to know that will alter the outcome of this case.
No idea what you think you're doing.
What my husband wants.
I think I am.
Then don't lie. Tell everyone you're the Flash.
Everyone's been manipulated. Everyone who has stood by us the last 4 years who had the target on their back.
I'm just curious to imagine what he does with his time. It's almost like he has this secret life.
This is exactly what you're going to want.
For a larger plan, The Flash returns with an all-new episode this Tuesday at 8 Central.
Hey everybody, surprise new Flash trailer with a whole bunch of new footage in it. We actually see some Killer Frost. We see the Thinker examining what looks like a giant scan of his body. So let's break it down. There's a new round of the Flash ring giveaway too. All you have to do to enter that is just be a subscriber, leave a Flash-related comment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this too. It's kind of like new footage day, like we got all that Venom stuff. But what they're teasing here is that Iris sounds like she's going to out the Flash in court. Like she says, I have something that will alter the outcome of this trial. I don't think that's what's going on. Like, they want you to think that Barry's going to be forced to out himself. But the Flash's secret identity is still relatively a big deal in the comics. Like, it seems like everybody's learning everyone's secret identities on all the TV shows. But for the most part, the public is still in the dark. Superhero secret identities are still relatively important. So you can see the way they're trying to mess with your mind. Like, Barry's either going to have to out his identity, lie in front of everyone, or Joe and the elongated man are going to have to fight fire with fire and plant evidence on the Thinker so that they can get him in trouble too. But if you've been reading comics for a long time, it's pretty easy to brush that aside because, one, the Flash is a good person. He doesn't murder people in cold blood, so that's why he didn't take the Thinker down in episode 9. I still get a lot of questions about that. How come he didn't kill the Thinker? The Flash does not kill people if he doesn't have to. That's why he didn't kill the Reverse Flash. They had that big line in the crossover episode. That's right, Barry Allen does not kill people. He's probably not going to perjure himself, and he's probably not going to give up his secret identity. If that was going to happen, it would be like some big twist in the later season. Like, Arrow is in its 6th season right now, and they've done that story so many times that it's just old news. So whatever happens with the trial in this next episode, episode 11 is still in trouble. I think by episode 12, they'll start to wrap it up a little bit, even though the overarching conflict with the Thinker will still be going on.
Well, that's almost done.
Have been put past them.
Just a little toe bend.
So there has to be some sort of solution that allows
Stupid
Barry
drink.
to continue working at the police station.
Well, Henry.
Captain Sting is standing in front of all these people too, so I have a feeling that even though he has his doubts, like they cut the trailer in a really misleading way, he'll probably stick up for Barry too. Because the whole thing about these next 2 episodes is that the Thinker is trying to drag his name through the mud to force him into a scenario whereby he gives up his secret identity and he keeps him busy while the Thinker enacts his plan. So really, he's just trying to distract Barry. But I'm not expecting them to reveal all that in episode 10. They actually were saying, the actors, that the Thinker's wife has some really important scenes. Like, they say that she has one of the best performances of the episode. But I think they're mostly talking about her acting during the trial. Like, she has to pretend that her husband was murdered by Barry. Oh my god, I can't believe that he did this to my family. So it doesn't answer any questions about what's going on with these people passed out in the street. But it sounds like there's some sort of villain complete situation that Barry's forced to help out in. But because he's in jail,
Jesus,
because
why?
of his trial,
How dare you, camera?
the Thinker is trying to just throw everything he has at them so that Barry
Yeah.
gets caught and everybody
Yeah.
finds out that he's the Flash. Elongated Man and Joe have this Jessica Jones thing going on where they're catching the Thinker's wife boning with the new version of the Thinker, who, you know, to everyone else in the world, they seem like a totally different person. But they're sort of playing dirty fool, fight fire with fire. So it'll be interesting to see how dirty Team Flash is willing to get before they find some sort of solution that doesn't completely demonize them.
This
for the
is
rest of the
really
season.
hard
Like,
just
you want to believe that these
doing it
characters
with
are good.
one
So
hand.
whatever their actual solution is, it will be something that doesn't require them to be absolutely terrible people. But just remember that there's still a lot of very gibberish from that first episode when he came out of the Speed Force with all those mystery drawings that look like the drawings that the Thinker was making on his blackboard in those flashbacks.
Your Honor, I'm innocent. I didn't do this. I didn't kill you.
Can you hear the stars singing? Rhyming, timing, every hour, every minute. You said the city was safe, that there was no residual danger, but that's not true. What really happened?
They kind of turned This House is Bitchin' into a joke. Just a
If the
bunch of
camera
characters in
could
different
focus,
episodes
there
all
we
say
go.
it just offhandedly. So I'm interested to see how many times in the back half of the season people say it. But I have a feeling just beyond them trying to be funny about it, they're also just trying to remind you about the gibberish because they don't go back to it every single episode. Like, we haven't seen Cisco actually try to decode anything. So eventually, I think someone's just going to keep saying, This House is bitchin', and Caitlin or Cisco will be like, wait a minute, we should go back and try to decode more of this, because it sounds like Barry got a vision of the future when he was in the Speed Force because of the way the time moves while he's in there. Like, he experiences past, present, and future almost simultaneously. Like, time has no meaning inside the Speed Force. So he was spitting out dialogue that will probably be paid off in the finale. Some of them were a little more gibberish than others. Like, we're gonna need more diapers definitely implies that Iris might get pregnant at the end of the season or realize that she's pregnant. The other stuff, like
Dad, what are you
Stars
watching?
Ripley, that sounds like it's gonna have something to do with the big final battle with the Thinker. But just as a rule of thumb, if you want to catch up, go back and
Kinda
watch that
recording a
first
video,
episode
you
again
know.
and just listen to the gibberish dialogue.
Well, I can't draw in the living room. It's very hard without doing it with a table, which is...
Before you watch episode 10, just to refresh your memory, because it has been a while. And really big news this weekend, if you didn't
Jesus.
DC TV channels, Jeff Johns is going to be there. They'll be talking about The Flash. There'll be a bunch of people from all the different shows. So that's not happening until Saturday morning, but whatever it is that they do, I'll do a video for it. So just look out for special Comic-Con stuff over the weekend. But in related news, stuff that dropped today.
The head is like wobbly.
They pushed the New Mutants movie that Fox is making till almost next year, so February.
The side of the head.
But Deadpool 2 is coming to theaters 2 weeks sooner in May, right around Han Solo and right after Infinity War. So it is going to be crazy. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of Super Bowl trailers. We'll find out about that in the next week or two. Usually studios wait till the last minute to confirm plans like that, just because they cost millions and millions of dollars for those really short TV spots. Like I said, there's a new Flash giveaway in this video. I'll announce the winner when I post new DC. But congratulations to the winner from my last video, Jack.
That's really wonky.
So I can get your contact details. Click here to rewatch that Venom teaser again. And click here to learn
Alright,
about the
let's
brand
get-
new Dark Flash.
Use these guys. Wah.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Hey, Ruben. Oi. Tudo bem? Looks like it's a little cold out there, right? Yeah. We got some snow this morning. I'm here on the set of our film. This is our San Francisco set, which, as you know, is also where Eddie Brock is from. Up until this point, we've had a completely closed set. No visitors, no press, nobody's been here. So you guys are the first people in the entire world to visit our stages.
We have a couple of questions for you. Can you tell us a little about the movie? Because anyone who's read the comics has seen a lot of different Venoms throughout the years. And which iteration of the character?
Once again, put that down.
Well, we want to be as true as possible to the comics with our film, but our story is primarily based on the Lethal Protector and the Planet of the Sinless book.
And can you give us a little hint of what fans can expect to see in Venom?
Sure. I can promise you badass action, Venom's dark humor, and I can also promise you an absolutely stunning performance by Tom Hardy. This is Venom's movie, so we never know where he's going to show up.
How did...
Creating the next lead-
Why does she look like an alien? Oh, I came from the future.
Here on Partner in Crime, aka Eddie Brock.
I'm so sorry that I can't believe you. We were going on actually surprising us flying in. We're gonna take a flight like 9.5 hours overnight, and we're gonna jump back to go back to set. But the snow puts us on the ground, so we're really sorry that we can't be there with you now.
This is not okay.
I'm a huge fan.
This is not okay.
My captain is the best venom that I possibly can muster. Because I know how important he is to you. And I know how important he is to the Marvel Universe. And I know how important this is for all of us here. So that's what we're doing. And anyway, since I can't be there, I've got one of these really cool t-shirts. Right? Which is the only
Well,
memorabilia.
I am trying. Just need some more caffeine. Ugh. Where is the marker? I think this was it. Was it? Not that one, but maybe this one. Yeah, this one's it.
Hey everybody, so we finally got our first look at the Venom movie, and they confirmed that it's going to be a version of Planet of the Symbiotes crossed with Legal Protector. I've already done a few videos about the stories for those, but that might have something to do with the origin of the Venom symbiote, or they could set it in the future, the way that the Logan movie was set in the future, so that it is part of the Spider-Man mythos, because they're building themselves a Spider-Verse, and you can't do that without Spider-Man. If you're just finding this for the first time, there's all kinds of Spider-Man droppings this year, so be